Friends, today is not just another day in the world of currency news. It's a historic signal. Chase Bank, one of the largest and most trusted banking giants in the United States and across the globe, has just sent waves through the community of Iraqi Dinar holders. For years, investors have been living on speculation, rumors, and online chatter. But this time, what surfaced carries weight. A signal connected to Chase Bank and the Iraqi Dinar RV, Revaluation. Why does this matter so much? Because when a top-tier global bank even hints at recognition of a potential rate adjustment, it means the discussion is no longer confined to forums and blogs. It means serious groundwork is being laid. For over a decade, people holding Iraqi Dinar have been mocked, doubted, and told they're chasing a dream. Yet, here we are, in 2025, with one of the biggest financial institutions in the world appearing in the same conversation as the IQD RV. This isn't just another rumor. This is a financial awakening. Think about it. If Chase Bank begins to openly acknowledge or prepare for an IQD rate adjustment, this could mark the beginning of a global financial shift. For dinar holders, this could finally be the moment they've been waiting for, to truly understand the weight of today's update. We must revisit the journey of the Iraqi dinar and the dreams of those who have held it for decades. In the 1990s, sanctions, wars, and political chaos devastated Iraq's economy. The once strong Iraqi dinar collapsed, plunging ordinary citizens into poverty. Hyperinflation destroyed savings, and the US dollar became Iraq's default currency. Families struggled to buy even basic necessities. After the fall of Saddam Hussein, new dinar notes were issued. This was supposed to symbolize a new beginning. Global investors saw potential, imagining Iraq's oil-rich economy could fuel a powerful recovery. But corruption, terrorism, and instability slowed progress. Still, many held on to their dinar, believing someday Iraq would rise again. Between 2005 and 2015, speculation exploded. Online communities, gurus, and forums spread the word that a revaluation was coming. Some claimed millionaires would be made overnight. People across the world started stockpiling dinar, betting on a dream of financial freedom. Over time, Iraq's central bank, CBI, began taking meaningful steps, building foreign reserves, modernizing the banking system, reducing dependence on the US dollar, announcing plans for lower denominations, a clear signal of currency reform. Each step gave investors fresh hope that revaluation was getting closer. Now, after years of waiting, the year 2025 is delivering headlines that many thought would never come. Chase Bank's name linked directly to IQD revaluation talk is not just another rumor. It's a potential breakthrough. For holders who have been patient for so long, this could be the beginning of their long-awaited reward. When we talk about global banking powerhouses, Chase Bank always stands among the giants, with trillions of dollars under management and connections across nearly every nation's financial system. Chase is not just a bank. It is a global economic engine. So why does it matter if Chase Bank is even mentioned in the same sentence as the Iraqi dinar revaluation? Because Chase is not the type of institution to play with rumors. Banks at this level move carefully, with precision, and only when something significant is happening behind the scenes. For years, the biggest criticism of the Iraqi dinar investment has been credibility. Detractors have laughed it off as a pipe dream or a currency scam. But now, when Chase Bank becomes part of the discussion, credibility skyrockets. If a global banking leader signals readiness, it is no longer just speculation. It becomes financial preparation. Chase Bank is deeply tied into the foreign exchange Forex market, the largest financial market in the world. Forex trades more than $6 trillion every single day. If Chase is positioning itself for IQD activity, it could mean that Iraq's currency is moving closer to wider recognition and integration into the global system. Chase Bank's involvement doesn't just inspire hope. It inspires confidence. It tells investors, you are not crazy for believing in the IQD. This recognition transforms the dream into a possibility. And the possibility into a plan? Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. What exactly happened? And why is everyone talking about Chase Bank and the IQD? According to multiple sources, signals have emerged that Chase Bank is either preparing systems for potential IQD transactions or acknowledging the possibility of a new rate being applied to the dinar, while details are still emerging. The very mention of a U.S. banking giant preparing for revaluation is enough to set the entire IQD community on fire. This is no longer a whisper in private chat groups. This is breaking news with the power to change lives. Dinar holders have heard rumors before. They've been let down before. But what makes this moment different is the source. A credible banking powerhouse. Chase Bank is not in the business of creating hype. If something's being prepared, it means real groundwork is in progress. Use of this update has already sent ripples through investor communities. Online forums are buzzing with excitement. Social media groups are exploding with optimism. Many are calling this the strongest signal in years that revaluation is not just possible but near. For ordinary holders, the retirees, the veterans, the everyday families who have clung to their dinar notes for over a decade, this news feels like validation. It's a reminder that patience and faith may finally be rewarded. This is more than a financial headline. For many, it is a dream coming alive. The moment whispers about Chase Bank's readiness for the Iraqi Dinar. Revaluation hit the market. The dinar community erupted with emotion. For years, these investors have endured mockery, doubt, and endless waiting. This new update felt like the lifeline they had been holding out for. In online forums, people described the news as the confirmation we prayed for. Some shared emotional stories of holding dinar for more than a decade, hoping it could someday change their families' lives. Others said that for the first time, they saw genuine validation from the banking system itself. The community's reaction can be summed up in 3 words: hope, unity, and energy. Hope because this felt like a light at the end of a long tunnel. Unity because holders from different countries, backgrounds, and experiences finally felt connected by a common breakthrough. Energy because excitement recharged the investor base, pushing them to dream bigger and believe harder. It wasn't just another rumor. This time, it was about one of the biggest banks in the world, potentially preparing for a revaluation. That changed everything. Iraq has been steadily restructuring its economy. The 2025 budget is the most ambitious in years, heavily backed by strong oil revenues. The Central Bank of Iraq has spoken of modernization, stability, and even the introduction of lower denominations. All signals of a country preparing its currency for global integration. If a giant like Chase is positioning itself for IQD transactions, it suggests that other global institutions may quietly be doing the same. This could mean Iraq's currency is edging closer to being tradable on a global Forex stage. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Some analysts warn of false rumors and point out that Iraq's political climate remains fragile. Yet, the difference this time is credibility. The Chase Bank update, even if limited, injects legitimacy into the discussion like never before. For the Iraqi people, a revalued dinar could bring new purchasing power and stability after decades of hardship. It would restore confidence in their economy and help integrate Iraq into the global financial system. For investors worldwide, this is the moment they've been waiting for. If revaluation happens, even small holders of dinar could see life-changing returns. The idea of banks being prepared signals that holders may not just be holding collector S-notes, but a currency with a real future. History shows that currency reevaluations are rare, but not impossible. Examples from nations that rebuilt after war or economic collapse show that when stability returns, currencies can rise. Iraq may now be walking that very path. Is the Iraqi dinar finally ready for global re-entry? The signals are stronger than ever, while the exact timing remains uncertain. The pieces of the puzzle, Iraq's economic progress, global bank readiness, and investor optimism are aligning. For years, dinar holders have lived between hope and doubt. But this Chase Bank update feels like a true turning point. Whether it is preparation for revaluation or simply cautious readiness, the fact that a major bank is involved means the dream is no longer confined to speculation. This could be the moment where the Iraqi dinar finally begins its journey from a forgotten currency to a recognized global player. For the believers who never gave up, it's more than news. It's the beginning of a new chapter.